Race number 3 is the Devon Handicap. They line up this way. The top 3, Courier Wonder, Duke Y, Master 8, all coming out of the Centenary Sprint Cup behind Lucky Swainess. Rewarding Together gets Matthew Chadwick back on board. He's got a great record on the horse. Nervous Witness wears a hood for the first time. Blaze Warrior comes back in trip from the 1400 to the 1200. We haven't seen Lucky With You since January. He's had 2 trials since his last appearance. He's one of 2 in the race for David Hayes. Now the speed here, Tom, smallish field, but expected to be good.
Yeah, should be here over the 1200 metres. Nervous Witness should be able to roll forward. That's what he likes to do. He's got the hood going on for the first time as well from barrier number 8. But Campione, Paul, he's an alternate leader potentially if they wish to press the issue a little bit there. And Lucky With You should be able to sit handy from Master 8, who's been a bit out of sorts recently.
He has, hasn't he? I thought then Courier Wonder, Duke Y's drawn nicely, and then Rewarding Together. Rewarding Together was just a bit of a query because if he has gone forward in the past, but in the smallish field, I think he'll just probably take a sit there.
All right, Blaze Warrior back last on the inside, hoping for plenty of that good pace on. But David Hayes, well represented with Nervous Witness and Lucky With You in the race, and he spoke with Nick on Friday at Sha Tin.
David Hayes, you've got a couple of runners in race 3 on Sunday afternoon, both Nervous Witness and Lucky With You. If we could start with Nervous Witness. He's had a recent trial. You've put a hood on this horse this time in.
Yeah, we decided to put the earmuffs on him just to hope his weakness is he gets too aggressive.
Yeah.
And in the upper class races, if you're pulling, you don't win. And we just hope that just takes that little 10% off him and relaxes him a bit.
What was the feedback from your new jockey, Lyle Hewitson, on that performance at the trials?
Oh, well, he's always trialled. Every trial he's ever done in Hong Kong has been in the earmuffs, so I know he performs very well in them. I think he's undefeated in his trials, so Lyle thought he was good.
Tackling this 1200 metres, I mean, he has gone well over the trip. As he's getting older, did you feel he is settling that little bit to get the 1200 a bit better now?
Yeah, I wouldn't do it first up,
Yeah.
but now he's well into his preparation with 3 runs and a trial. There's no reason why he won't run the 1200. It's just, you know, how easy he gets it through the first 600 metres from barrier 8 is probably the question. What the other ones do.
Yeah, for sure. You've also got Lucky With You in the race, another horse that's trialled quite nicely, trialled second to California Spangle recently. How's he been?
Yeah, well, he's freshened up after his disappointment and he's had a bit of a working holiday, but I think that was a pretty impressive trial that he did. And, you know, he'll come from off the pace and there'll be plenty of pace, so if they go too fast, he might be a chance.
He's got a super record over this trip. You're bringing him back to what is his favoured distance as well.
Yeah, it is. You know, he's probably got to run a PB to beat these, but track work suggests he might be ready to do that.
And I guess what he has got in his favour is a very lightweight as well, and in a race where they can go hard and a decent quality, that can certainly count for a bit.
Yeah, if it's last man standing, he might be the one joining in.
David, during the week, obviously your horses were in pretty good form at Happy Valley. Nice that they've turned that little bit of a corner after what was a quiet spell.
Yeah, it's been quiet in winners, but of my last 21 runners, 17 have earned money, so they're peppering the goals, not winning, but getting close.
What about the 2 in this race? Tom, Nervous Witness and Lucky With You. How do you split them?
Yeah, I just wonder if Nervous Witness in the end just might not quite be able to see it out if there is some pressure with Campione, because Matthew Poon could want to press the issue maybe from barrier number 7. He was sort of on a minor line. Hood's interesting. Lucky With You, I thought he goes well fresh, so he could be one.
What about you, Paul?
Yeah, I've got Lucky With You in for sure because I think that trial was really good behind California Spangle. The thing that worries about Nervous Witness is what David Hayes actually said in the interview, is that his worst enemy is himself. He can pull, and if he does pull, it's very hard to win in this sort of grade.
Over 1200 metres as well. We move on to some Happy Valley form now. Tom, here he is jumping with Rewarding Together. Nervous Witness, he was in this race as well, and Campione out fast off the inside.
Yeah, and I think they'll try and do that again with the Campione this time around. You can see Nervous Witness, his record says he's a better 1,000 metre horse, that's for sure. But look, I really did like the run of Rewarding Together. He missed the start and closed well out wider. Never won at Sha Tin, Paul, from his 8 starts, and the stable's only had 3 winners across the last 10 meetings, so the winners have dried up a little bit for the Law stable.
They have, haven't they? But look, this was a really good run because he was on the back foot from the start. Look, it's a smallish field now, so there's no way he's going to be that far back off the pace. So with any sort of jump, I think he's one of the major players.
Yeah, Tom's right. No wins at Sha Tin. He's placed 5 from 7, course and distance. Rewarding Together. Here's the Centenary Sprint Cup, Paul. Duke Y, he's had a great season. He runs 7th here. Courier Wonder 4th, hasn't been too far away. And Master 8, not the Master 8 of a season or two ago.
Yeah, a little bit worried about how he's going. But Courier Wonder, look, they're sort of riding him a bit back now, and the horse seems to be finishing off his races nicely enough. I thought Jukwai would get a really good run from barrier number 1. We know he's a very consistent and tough horse as well. So I think both these two have got good chances in this race.
He does really struggle at the ultimate level, does Jukwai, but I think this is a suitable race for him from barrier number 1. Master 8, they were quite confident with the trial that he had produced before that last effort, but didn't back it up at all on race day.
All right, so that's that 3. Now, here's a horse, Tom, that might be suited by the anticipated good pace. It is Blaze Warrior. This is a race over the 1,400 metres. He drops back to the 12. He's a 3-time winner over course and distance.
Yeah, I think he's been going well, this horse, Blaze Warrior. Really enjoys course and distance. You look at his last 4 of his last 5 starts. He's broken 23 seconds for his last 400 metres, and I thought he was doing his best work late here, Paul.
Yeah, he did. He finishes off strongly, so he'll just need a bit of pace on, but he should get the pace in the race with Nervous Witness in it.
That's Beluga winning that race. We see him on the all-weather later in the program. Some trial form here, Paul, featuring Jukwai and Courier Wonder. He has to carry the 135 pounds Courier Wonder. He's a 5-time course and distance winner. He ends up running second to Jukwai in this trial.
Yeah, I thought both these two horses trialled really well in this. Look, Jukwai looks like he's bounced back. He wasn't that far away either in that last run. I know he finished his 7th, but they sort of finished in a bunch behind. You can see him doing it nicely enough. He wasn't pushed out at the end, and same likewise with Courier Wonder. A couple of strides he would have won this trial.
Yeah, and he just missed last 400 of his race in the Centenary Sprint Cup. He was the quickest home in that race, 22.13. So I think he's going well enough at the moment. Just has to carry the big weight.
We can't do any more than that as far as the preview goes for race number 3, Paul. We've seen every horse that's engaged. So which 4 did you pick out of the replays?
Yeah, so I'm going to go with Jukwai. He's just consistent. He's drawn nicely in barrier number 1 in the smallish field. I think it'll suit him. Rewarding Together, look, he hasn't won over the course and distance. He hasn't won at Sha Tin, but he's been consistent, so I wanted to include him. Lucky With You, really good trial from him, and Courier Wonder's going nice. He's going better at the moment. Just has to carry that big weight. 2, 4, 8, 1.
Going with Rewarding Together here at number 4. He's just a real trier, as this horse. Missed it last time out. Hopefully he can jump away cleanly. Matthew Chadwick for Frankie Law. So 4 on top ahead of 6 Blaze Warrior, who will be running on it to the end. Jukwai goes in from barrier number 1, and Courier Wonder with Hugh Bowman on board. Thought he trialled well leading into this and was Group 1 4th behind Lucky Swainess last start. 4, 6, 2 and 1.